My name is Margarita Monet. I sing in this band called Edge of Paradise. We are a cinematic rock band. We're actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary. We just released a new record called The Unknown. And right now, our spaceship is parked in Los Angeles. So that's a little bit about us.
Your spaceship? What do you mean by that?
That's what I mean. Travel space, you got to park the spaceship somewhere.
Oh, okay. Can we see it? Can we get a tour of the spaceship? Is what I want to know.
Of course. When we get on tour, we'll let you.
Okay, all right.
Fair enough.
When are you going on tour? Are you guys going on tour soon, or?
Yeah, well, we're supposed to go to UK like right now, but things are still a little weird. So we're just focusing on promoting the records. We have more music videos coming out, and we're going to go on tour in the new year, beginning of 2022. Crazy time, but
yeah. So before we started, you're about to show us some amazing art. And we were trying to stop ourselves from kept saying
spoiling
stuff. So let's see the art now because I'm curious.
So I'm doing basically I'm painting a piece for each song on the album. So this one is called My Method to Madness.
That one's so cool.
Awesome.
I love that one.
And how long does it normally take you to like draw like something like that?
Is that with acrylic paint?
Yeah, this is acrylic.
My buddy draws our art, and he uses acrylic. He uses the same canvas too. That's why I was like, it looks like acrylic paint.
Yeah, easy now because you don't have to worry about messing, with oil paint. And then I do a lot of I make a lot of props for our videos. So you see this pyramid. Well, this one is not the one appearing in the music video, but it's kind of like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a resin. And in the because it has an LED light inside. It's kind of bright right now, but
that looks cool though. Yeah, I can see where the light is. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Nice.
And the music is much bigger, but these are the ones that come with, part of the merch right now. So
that is awesome.
I'm getting one.
We'll have to get one.
We will.
We're kind of getting. I'm going to be actually close to where you're at because I'm going to watch Sabaton in Phoenix, Arizona. So I'm heading out that way, out more west. We're actually not that far from you. We're in El Paso, Texas. So it's actually
a 12-hour drive.
12 hours? The Phoenix?
Oh, to Phoenix, 7 hours.
Yeah. The Vegas. Yeah, or it's like 12 hours. I don't know where you're at. You said somewhere around there, right? Yeah. It's not too far.
All I know is that I'm really happy when I get to El Paso because I'm from Houston. So sometimes we drive from California to Houston. You know how big Texas is. We're in El Paso. I'm like, getting closer.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, well, are you getting closer? Because it's still another 12 hours to Houston.
Yeah. I think you're in Texas, but you are in Texas. You're still very far.
Yeah, that's the worst part, right? Because, you get in there, and then you're just like, yeah, I'm in Texas. Oh, we got to drive across this entire state to get to where all the other cities are. Because El Paso is included.
That is great to a spaceship. The drive is much faster, though.
That's true. I can't wait to see the spaceship. You got me curious. I want to see what the spaceship looks like. I forgot. So Shell, he said he saw you guys in Norway. It's I'm pretty sure I'm gonna butcher this name. Let me see. Let me try it. Trondheim. TRONDHEIM. In 2019, he saw you guys.
Yeah, it was actually our very first show of the European tour.
Oh.
This is our first show of our first European tour. And
oh, wow.
We were warming up because we just landed and we landed right on stage pretty much. It was pretty awesome. Yeah, we loved Norway. It's such a beautiful place. And it's so cool because people in Europe, music is such a big part of the culture over there.
Yeah.
So we're really looking forward to going back there.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are your favorite places to play at? What has been the best places you guys played at?
That's hard to say because we've been lucky. We toured US I think 3 times, but like more in the beginning of our band. So we did like the whole clubs and bars, like we paid our dues doing that. We got to play a lot of, some big venues in US as well. But when the band started to get bigger, we went to Japan and we went to Europe and then we went back to Europe again. So we really got to experience like really cool venues in Europe and in Japan. So like right now the memories are like, like Japan was definitely one of a kind because it's so different. It's like a whole different world over there.
Oh, nice.
And so cool because they brought us to a Buddhist temple and they blessed the band and we had like a private tea ceremony, like in kimono. It was crazy. It was like we were teleported to like another time. So that was really memorable. Europe, like every show in Europe was super cool just because every show was in a different country and it was such a cool experience, But yeah, I mean, I can't wait to get back on tour. It's been very hard to not play any.
I bet. What do you have a favorite band from Japan by any chance? We do a lot of Japanese reactions, so it's awesome that you mentioned Japan. We have a lot of Japanese music that we do on the channel, and we've covered Japanese songs. So I was curious, do you have a favorite Japanese band that you like or listen to?
I don't know if I have a favorite. I know a few bands from there. Like actually, there's a lot of really cool Japanese female guitar players. They're so good. Like Hyuni-san and there's a band called One We Came as Human. It's kind of, they sound like a US band, but like if you say it in Japan, they're a really cool band. And it's really interesting because like they're all girls and they're really young, but they play like really heavy music. And like in Japan, everybody looks really younger than they are.
Yeah.
Like when and the girl, I thought she was like 16, but she was like in her 30s.
Oh,
like,
wow. Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah, well, there's a band that's really heavy that we've been getting into over there is Hanabi or Hanabi. Yeah, they are awesome and they're super heavy and they all look super young. They probably are super young though. I don't know.
They didn't watch them be in their 30s too.
Yeah. So what other art do you have back there? I see another one to the right of you. Is that one in the making?
In the making. Oh, actually, I'll show you. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Cool.
How's the chat doing? Thanks to everybody for coming back for a second stream today.
Looks like we got Tim and Shell.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
This is for a song, Leaving Earth. Yeah, actually, it's not completely done yet, but it's almost there.
Is that the spaceship?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like you entering the new world because the song is called Leaving Earth and it's about discovering, rebuilding after the pandemic on a new planet.
Oh,
nice.
So where's everyone from? Like, are you guys all from here in the U.S.? I know you said you were from Russia before we started. Where is everybody from? Are you guys all located here? Or are you guys located in different areas? You do it remotely, or?
And how did you guys start? That's like, there was like a interesting cast of characters. So.
Yeah. So Dave, who's a guitar player. And we started the band 10 years ago. I met him in Los Angeles. Dave originally is from Connecticut, but he's been here for quite a while. And he had a band. He had like an 80s supergroup band with Robin McCauley, Tony Franklin, and Greg Bissonette. And I met him at a time when they all kind of went on tour. So Dave was, basically left without a band because it's hard to find people in Hollywood, especially like when they're at that level and they're doing a lot of projects, to start a new project because you really have to dedicate pretty much your whole life to get a new project somewhere. Yeah. So that's when paths crossed because I was working in LA with this producer, and he just like I never actually but I never thought I would be in a band. He just asked me because I played the piano my whole life. He just asked me to play the piano on a song. We ended up writing a song together, and then the song ended up being kind of a rock song. And then we needed the cable at a music store, and we walked in, and Dave was playing like "Welcome to the Jungle" there. he was doing like a guitar clinic, and the producer asked him to play a solo, and that's how we met. And our visions aligned because we both wanted to create something meaningful and just really dedicate everything to it and take it as far as it could go. And that's how we created the band, and we just, never looked back.
So,
and, years, we had definitely a lot of lineup changes, but right now the lineup we'll talk about the lineup later.
Yeah. No, go for it. Tell us more.
So we have Jamie Moreno, he's our drummer, and he's from Colombia. David Ruiz, he's a rhythm guitar player. He's actually from Los Angeles, but he's Mexican. We have Justin Blair. He is also from the East Coast, but he lives in Los Angeles. That's the band right now. On the album, before we met Justin, we had Ricky Benazzo, who's a bass player for Butcher Babies. He's Italian. He played on.
I've heard of Butcher Babies.
So,
yep.
We always have a mix of people. It's interesting.
That's awesome. So you guys kind of do like how we do it then. Like you guys are kind of like all over, like the musicians pretty much. And how do you guys get together? Do you guys all meet at the studio, or do you guys record separately when you guys put songs together, or how does that work? Or do you and the guitarists get together and write, or?
Yeah, I mean, we all live in Los Angeles, so we do get together.
Okay, so you guys are all located like there, so you guys all meet up in Los Angeles to record. Okay. Oh, we do it the hard way. The singer's in Canada, and I've actually never even met her in person, but we've done like so many songs together already. So it's really weird. So all the musicians we get are from everywhere.
That's cool.
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to ask, but let's check out one of the songs, and then we'll ask some more questions. So we're going to check out, I believe, let me see. Digital Paradise. There we go. All right, let's do this.
Change scenes. All right.
Did I get the wrong track? I think
it was the other song finishing.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. It was the other song finishing. I was like, that was really short. I'm like, okay. All right, here it is. Here is a real song, guys. A real song. Are you in the spaceship right now in this video? All right. Yeah. So you had mentioned that you played piano with the guitars. How did he know that you started singing? Did you start singing when you were playing the piano when you guys met up, and then he found out you did vocals, or how did that come about?
Well, I kind of told him I sang.
Oh, okay. Your voice sounds awesome. I love it on here.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I did some musical. I mean, I grew up in Russia, and I went to music school there, so I always had choir, so I could always carry a tune. But singing like rock music is very different. So our first album, Mask, which we kind of removed it from the internet.
I've done that too. I've removed an album from the internet.
But some people love the songs. It sounds nothing like us now, but that album really gave me a chance to kind of figure out my voice.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
I just hear stuff in my head and I figure out how to do it with my voice, and that really taught me how to sing. So.
What was the most challenging thing about starting to play to heavier music or like rock?
That's an interesting question because I feel like everything is a challenge in life. If you want
right.
to know. I think for me it was because rock music. What I really love about rock music is that it's driven by passion and fire. And what I learned is that at the beginning I let that passion, because I'm very good at putting emotion into words. Like I really feel a lot and I want to feel the songs with it. But there's always a balance because you have to make sure the melody is there and how you phrase the words. So it was a big discovery process for me to make sure feeling I'm putting into the song and it's really portrayed in a way that I'm hearing. So it's like what I hear in my head and putting it out there was that challenge, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
I love how it's driving. It's like driving song. That's cool.
Yo.
I like the sound effects at the end. It's like a movie right there.
That's a
Huh?
cinematic.
I think that's my favorite part where it says no signal at the end.
That was awesome. I love how I felt like the end sounded like the beginning of when you go to the movie theaters and it's like dun 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 dun, like some of those action movies or whatever, how they start off. That's what it sounded like to me at the end. Your vocals sound phenomenal. I really love them. They sound so good. And shout out to the mix engineer who mixed it because he did an excellent job mixing your vocals in there.
Oh, yeah.
The layers, everything, all the layers that he did with your voice, it sounds so good. Did you double track on that? I'm assuming you did, or did he make another track?
Yeah, well, it's a very long production. It's kind of crazy, but Jacob Hansen, he's out in Denmark. He mixes all our music, and we really trust him with our music because we send him so many files, and he's really able to put them all together and make sure nothing is lost, but nothing overpowers, because it's so hard to make something sound so good without losing anything or compressing too. Like, he's really mastered what he does. But yeah, the songs are there's a lot of layers, and it's funny because sometimes people think that it's like an effect or there's a lot of auto-tune going on like in the chorus, but it's me like really laying down really high harmonies, so it creates that effect. So some parts have like 12 vocals stacked.
Oh, trust me, I know. I was like, I listening to this song, I was like, there's probably like 100 tracks on here. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got your main vocals, right? Your main vocals, you probably had to layer a few times. Then you have your chorus where, like you said, you're doing the high harmonies. Because you can tell when it's auto-tune or not, or when it's double layers. And in rock music, doing the double layers is the best way because it creates a bigger sound. And actually, the thing I thought was interesting is that the guitar solo seemed very alone. Actually, the guitar solo was the only one that was alone. Everything else was like very big. Like the drum sound was huge in this. Like I loved how driving. It wasn't the most complicated drum beat, but it was just a nice like just executed really well, and it like kicked in with your vocals. Like so when you were like doing that or when you're going high, like the kick drum would hit perfectly. Like I really liked how like he made sure that stood out from what I could hear. So
thank you. Yeah, you know, an interesting thing is like people assume that we are like this either power metal band or they try to put us in these categories, but we're really neither, because we try to focus on the songs, and just there is a little bit of a pop element in our music because we really focus on the hooks and make sure the melodies really stands out and everything complements the melodies. So sometimes like our parts aren't overly complicated, but they are all meant to really work together. There are some songs on the album which are more, I would say, progressive, like Bound to the Rhythm or Leaving Earth, like this stuff. But, you know, we really just want to make songs that you want to like, that make you sing and that you can just, you know, enjoy and get transported to another dimension.
When I hear this song, I think just good old rock. Like this is like I think of early 90s, like the grunge era, like powerful melody writing and just catchy song. You tell there's a story to it, a concept, or like you're telling some type of story within the song, which a lot of newer music has kind of lost. It's kind of, I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm guessing here. I didn't really look at the lyrics too much, but that's what I feel from just hearing the song. Oh.
Yeah. There's a story to every song in the whole album, and like we wanted to, because I love cinematic stuff, I love sci-fi stuff, I love just pushing bounds of reality. So all the songs have that sort of concept to it. And like this one is about finding forever through digital world, exploring whether one day you could upload your consciousness into a computer, and asking a question whether it's your soul can live on through like this binary code, or is it just a digital copy of yourself?
That's about to happen.
Well, there is a lot of research going on, so we're not that far off. So
do you follow any stuff about Elon Musk and the whole I can't remember his project is doing with the chip where they're planning on like they implant it in the back of your head. So he wants to cut off the latency between us and our phone so he can automatically learn stuff. I can't, it's called cyber something. It's an actual legit thing that they're working on, Elon Musk is.
Skylink or something?
Skylink.
Like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
But even to blow your mind more, like Elon Musk is not he is doing a lot of that, but there is a lot of research in the world of research where they're trying to extend life and people that forever. Basically, there's a lot of that out there, and they were able already to map a brain of a fly. So technically, it's very possible you cut your brain into like really thin slices and you scan everything, and that's uploaded into the computer. So,
his theory was like if we become. He says we better come one with the computer now, because if we don't, it could like run away from us. And it was a really good point, or a good theory, I thought. I was just like, he's like, if we don't do this now, if we don't integrate with like computers and stuff like that, us as humans like integrate with it, it could turn into like all those movies you see, right? Where like computers take over, blah, blah. So like he has this theory like that could possibly happen if we don't start integrating with machines and stuff like that, or have them be extensions of ourselves, or extend life, like you're saying, which I have this theory I think Joe Rogan's going after. I'm pretty sure he's trying to get that as soon as possible. But yeah, I love all that conspiracy. Well, not conspiracy, and it's legit stuff that's happening, that's going on. Like you said, like they've already been successful with replicating and duplicating like animals and stuff like that, just growing them from cells. From what I remember, it's been a while since I read up on a lot of that stuff, but.
No, it's right. And speaking of like artificial intelligence, there's a song on the album called "You Touch, You Die." And that kind of plays with the concept, if we create an AI and then integrate, like the AI is going to wipe out humanity. Yeah. So if we create it and then we try to be like, oh no, then it might be too late.
Yeah.
So, but then that's why I like raising these conversations and talking about it, because it's interesting to talk about, and like how much of our humanity we would be sacrificing, how much... or will we keep all the humanity, all of our humanity? What is a soul? What is consciousness? Like, it's just all these topics really fascinate me. So I like to make about it.
Same for me. Like, I always tell people, like, is having a soul a real thing? Like, at that point, when you come to it, like, because some people could argue, like, all that digital stuff, when you start creating the AIs, you could consider those souls if they start running, like, if those circuits just keep going and going and going and going, and, like, I forget what the name of it is called. I can't remember. Anyways, I love having these conversations too. It's fascinating stuff. I go down rabbit holes hardcore on this. So it's really cool that your music is about this in general. So like, or like parts of it. That's really awesome. We're gonna have to have a stream interview just talking about this. That is awesome. All right, let's check out another song, because I could talk about this forever.
It seems like you are.
All right, so
let's go.
Anyways, so before we go into this next song, tell us a little bit about it before we start into it. So this next one's called "The Unknown." What is this song about? How did you guys go about writing it? Give us a little history.
Yeah, "The Unknown." It's probably the most meaningful song I've ever written, and the band, it's just really personal to me, and it's definitely the heart of the album. And it was written during, that whole time where everything got shut down and there was like no cars in the freeways and empty grocery stores.
Yeah.
So I was driving home and all our tours got canceled, and you had like that apocalypse feeling in the air, and then I got home. But for me, like, it was more than that, because through life, I think humans tend to fear what we can't control, or something that we don't know what's going to happen, whether it's tomorrow or what's afterlife, if there's something beyond this life. So this song is really for me to find strength in the unknown, find strength in something I can't control, because it might be something good in the mystery of things.
Yeah.
So basically, and the words, if you really listen to them, it just really describes everything. So there's nothing mysterious about the song itself. Like, you can really feel my heart and soul in that song. So
awesome. I cannot wait. Let's check
hear it.
this out.
Let that finish out.
Yeah, long endings.
Doo-doo.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm trying. I don't know if it'll start. I don't want to accidentally. Okay, I can't. I can skip it. There we go. There we go. All right.
Sweet.
I didn't want to do it and then accidentally skip over. That's why. All right, here we go. Oh, now pause it. It wasn't pausing earlier. What about? What? It's so weird.
Sometimes I feel like I'm alone. Sometimes I feel I can't go on. The weight of the world, it can paralyze. Sometimes I fear the unknown. Do you think that time will turn us to stone? I wish I could relive some moments.
I was just gonna say, I really love how you mixed your vocals on this. How you have this airiness to your voice, like this strong, almost like it's just a very airy sound that you have on your voice, almost like a whisper, but it's not. And then the way that he put reverb on it is perfect, I think. It's like if you found the most perfect version of reverb to fit your voice on there. Insane sounding. Like, it really makes it sound, it gave me chills, like, up my spine. I was like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like, just like, I don't know. Like, you just think of like a cool breeze kind of thing. I don't know how to explain it. Am I crazy?
What's
what I'm talking about?
Not
Like,
really.
It felt like, I don't know. It was like, I don't know. It's cool.
It's like
Into the
eeriness,
silence.
though. Eeriness.
Sorry, say again?
It's like eeriness, but like it's not really eerie, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
My mind, I find the strength in the unknown. Mistakes, regrets, and doubts, the demons in my mind. I'm falling. I feel like I'm alone. To the light, to the fire, to the love, we go higher, to the edge of the world. I find strength in the unknown.
That sounds so cool.
Sometimes I feel I am alive, and darkness is my alibi. The blazing thoughts torture my mind. To the light, to the fire, to the light.
was awesome.
That was great.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Where did you guys film this? That was awesome. That was a very unique idea to do with your vocals at the end, because it completely fooled me. I did not expect you to go to that note at all whatsoever. At all. I was like, I guess I was expecting like to just like go high, holding it out, but then he did this almost like shrill up to that note. It sounded really cool. I liked it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we filmed it on well, another planet, of course, but
Which planet?
this planet called by the Salton Sea. You know, there's like a desert. It's on the border of Mexico.
Okay.
Forget what it's called. Yeah, but it's really vast, and it was during the pandemic, so it's the best place to be is in the desert away from everybody.
Wow, that's
But
awesome.
yeah, it's fun. We always go to crazy places. We filmed our video for Face of Fear in Iceland. Then we had a video called Fire. We filmed it in this place called Beastie Badlands, and it looks like you're on the moon because the ground, it's all salt, so it looks white and it's all cracked. So there's a really cool places, in California and kind of surrounding states. So we try to make use of it.
We have one cool place here. It's called White Sands, where the sand is all white. That's about it.
Pretty much.
That's about it.
Go there. We wanted to film it there, but it was a little too far, so we settled for where we were.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
not too far from us. What, 3 hours or something like that? Couple hours.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah. Yeah, White Sands. I opened up a restaurant when I was working in Carl's Jr. I opened up a restaurant near White Sands in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Yeah, it's all the way out there. So when you guys, I forgot what I was gonna say. I hate when that happens. Like I forgot words.
words.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I just forgot. That's so weird. I hate when that happens. It's just like my brain is like. So that was a really good song, though. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I really like the sound engineer. Who mixed this. He did a really good job too. Like, because this could be easily messed up if it's not done right. You know, I've heard songs like a similar style. You know, like you said, with like a lot of layers, and it's so easy to mess it up if you have a lot of layers and stuff like that. So just the fact that he got it to sound all good together, and he did such an excellent job with your voice, because that's mainly the thing I always hear in music is they always kind of jack up the vocals mixing like as normally it is. So it's really awesome when they get it right, and it just sounds so big sounding, all the layers, it just sounds so full.
Yep.
Thank you. And it was kind of a long journey to get to this point, because we did work with a lot of people, and there's a lot of great people. I think it's just we have a unique sound that takes a unique approach. And our production team now is pretty big. We have 3 producers, like Howard Benson, for example. Actually, I re-sang a lot of the songs with him, and because he kind of came into the picture a little bit later. But like we spend a lot of time on these vocals, just making sure the sound is right, the performance is there. I think he helped me discover like an edge to my voice I didn't really have before. So I think it's really important who you work with, because they bring out certain things and things. So
well, I always tell everyone an engineer is like another member of the band, because I've tried so many engineers and they never did it the way I wanted it, I shouldn't even say that. It was more of the reason of like I didn't know how to explain it to him, so and I've tried it with 4 or 5 different peoples and spent so much money, wasted so much money. I actually got fed up and I just became a sound engineer myself and learned how to do it. But man, I would love to find someone to take over that role, because I hate doing it. But yeah, but at least I know how to explain myself. Like if I ever work with an engineer, that's like the benefit of it, So I get what you're saying. It's so hard to find that right person with a band, because I think every band needs a specific kind of engineer. If you want your unique sound to shine through, you know? Because, you know, we hear those bands that sound like other bands or similar to other bands, but that's because they all go for a similar sound, so you can get that one engineer to do it. It's kind of like Rick Rubin from the 90s when he did all the 90s music. If you listen to, like, Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots, Rage Against the Machine, all those bands, they all have a similar sound. So it was easy to go to Rick Rubin, or I forget the other guy's name, and you can tell it's a blanket of sound, right? Like, that's how the music business was back then, so it would be there. So nowadays, everybody's independent, right? So, like, that's the thing now. Like, nobody's going to, like, major labels. A lot of artists have control over the music. So now it's, like, up to us as artists to find engineers. You can't just find that one engineer, you know, like, so most of the time, like, one engineer will only have like a couple bands that they mix solely for, because it fits with their sound or whatnot, is what I've found over the time of, like, looking for people.
No, you're absolutely, yeah. And when we started writing this album, like, Mike Plotnikov, he also produced our last album. He actually introduced us to Neil Sanderson, and Neil, he's a drummer from 3 Days Grace, and 3 Days Grace is also from an era, you know, like, they have their sound. And then there's that also radio sound that's, like, for example, if you go to Sirius, like, they really expect that sound that you hear on the radio all the time. Mm-hmm. And like, we kind of had to maybe stand our ground a little bit, because we're in this unique situation where we want to have that mainstream thing, but also keep our uniqueness. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we had to find that balance where it's accessible enough in America and in Europe. It doesn't really lose our thing, but it also kind of fits that mold. And it was a really long process, but that's why, like, when you hear, you know, when I hear the album now, I know everything that went into making it, and, like, all the headaches and all the blood, sweat, and tears. So I'm really glad it's out there. It just got released a few days ago, so I'm just really happy it's out there.
That is awesome. And this is off of the new album you just released. Wow, that's awesome. Sweet. How long did it take you to make this album?
Well, a whole year. And, you know, it was actually the first album where we were able to dedicate the whole year just to making this album, because we had nothing else to do. Before, we had to tour, or we were kind of doing everything in between. Mm-hmm. Everything was locked up, so we just spent the whole year in the studio. And it was really awesome, because we just got to immerse ourselves in this album. So.
That is really cool. Nope. That is so awesome. That's really cool to hear. So tell us about this next song we're about to check out. So we have, and these are all off of the new album, or is this an older one? It's called My Method, Your Madness.
Oh, this was my favorite one. All right.
Oh, you've heard this one?
Yeah, I've heard this one.
It's also off the new record. It was the second single. So when we were releasing these singles, we kind of had a strategy behind it to introduce the album. Like, Digital Paradise showcases kind of the sci-fi element of the album. The Unknown is just the emotional, you know, feeling of the album, mm-hmm. this empowering feel. And the My Method, Your Madness, it's like, showcases the energy and drive of the band. And you really, like, in the music video, you get to see the energy of each band member more clearly. Mm-hmm. And then Idols, it's more of a, like, our fourth single, it's more of a metal track, so you get the heavier side of the album. So it all kind of introduces the unknown.
Okay.
Giving them an appetizer, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many songs are on the album?
We have 10 songs and one bonus track, which is a remix of this one. Remix of My Method, Industrial.
This is a remix.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
So do you have any of the artwork that goes with any of these songs right now with you?
Well, this was actually My Method, Your Madness.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have it. I can bring it out. Well, you guys played. I'll bring it out later.
All right, awesome. So that painting right behind you to your left is for this song right here, which is my favorite one so far, because it has this biomechanical thing going on. So I love it. All right, let's do this. All right, that's really high. I hear that high layer. That's super high.
Yeah.
What octave are you in up there? Good, or is that?
I know that it was a workout. It was like a workout singing this one.
Yeah, I was like, that's really high. I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. That's awesome. I was like, I just heard. I'm like, that is so obnoxiously high in a good way. In a good way. But I was like, that's really high.
I just love the groove of this song and like
Yeah,
just the energy.
Yeah. That riff.
For all forgotten souls, for all the moments lost, here's to the universe. Let's take a chance. Paradox never ends. When perils ends, start to bend. But I like to pretend somehow we made it better. My message, your madness. We balance on the edge. My message, your madness. We make reality. Final moments from time waits. It's out.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
My method, your madness. Reverse the rules. Control.
I like those little head voice licks you did at the end there. That was really cool. The like right at the end, at the tail end, just to change it up a little bit right there. That was really cool. I like that a lot.
I actually didn't notice those synths in that last part.
I forgot to ask you about it on the other song. If you were the one that did all those synths and the keys on it, you do all that, right, for all this?
Mhm.
Nice. Flan. That's a really unique lead. I actually like the lead tone better in this song. I really like how they mixed it in this one. I like, and it's so different. It's such a dissonant kind of leads to go behind all that. So this is probably like the uniqueness you're talking about that really makes you like guys stand out, because it does have that like you're saying, like it could go on the radio, but like then you have this weird, like right now we're entering this weird sound or like progressive, but it's not noticeably progressive. It's like underneath it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I ran on too much. My bad.
Timelines as we let go of lifetimes, and it all begins. And it all begins again. My message, your madness, will sink reality. Final moments through time waits. It's now in our control. Your method, my madness, my madness, my
I love these exit sounds. That's a catchy riff. I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to hear that version of the riff in the beginning too.
That would have been dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the remix. So the remix has that.
Oh, I have a feeling I'm gonna love the remix then. I'm probably gonna love it even more. I like that, like with the sound effects on there. That sounded really cool.
I figured that's what it was, but like I wasn't sure. It was like because normally remixes are like heavily like dubstep influenced, but
That is awesome.
Dope.
Hey, shout out to Silent Chaos for the bits. I know I'm thanking you a little late, and thank you, Shell. I missed you guys earlier on the stream. Thank you guys so much for donating to the stream. I really appreciate it, guys. And actually, speaking of that, do you have merch available online for us to buy right now, or?
Yeah, we have a ton of merch. We went crazy for this release because, like, of the artwork, the T-shirts. We have really cool vinyls. And it's funny because now people buy more vinyls than CDs. So yeah, our merch is on edgeofparadisestore.com.
I'm gonna type that.
Actually, I'd love to show you what the vinyl looks like because I think the artwork came out really cool. One second.
Was it edgeofparadise.com/what?
Store. It's just edgeofparadisestore.com.
I keep missing the last thing you say.
Store.
Edgeofparadisestore.com. Oh, okay.
.com.
Yeah, so this is the vinyl. This is the cover art.
Ooh,
Nice.
that looks really good.
And who designed it? Was it you who designed it, or?
So I don't like to design cover art just because I want like that extra outside collaboration because people can really add to something when they hear the music. And this was created by Alex Ruiz, and he actually does a lot of art for Marvel. So he was really perfect at capturing the music. Like it's abstract enough, but I don't know. I just feel it fits
It's clean and abstract all at the same time. Like it's very clean looking too.
Yeah, and I love the vinyl because you can see the details in it. And then the back cover is done by, this was the cover for Digital Paradise because that was the first single. And this was created by Timo Warres, and he's a really amazing German artist. He has a lot of books out. And then I designed the inside. It kind of looks like the window of a spaceship. Sorry, it's too much.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
You should make a limited edition one with the art piece behind you on something. I would get that too.
I'd get a shirt with that in a heartbeat.
A limited edition one.
Yeah, well, actually, and the vinyl is blue. So it's kind of cool because our last vinyl was black for the last album. But I think around the new year, I'm going to put together a book of art and lyrics, like the art for each song and the lyrics on the other page, and like kind of describe the storyline between each song. Mm-hmm. So I think that would be kind of cool to have. But yeah, it's fun. And we have our own language. Like, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a symbol for every letter. And then we write like these messages throughout our merch and the album. Like if you see it closely, like this is all our symbol language. Like this one says mind beyond mind, soul beyond soul.
I just got chills that you said that right now because I have never known anyone else has done that other than Zach and I, my best friend from middle school. We wrote an entire language and we actually learned the pronunciations to it and did it. And we did the similar thing, but it was drawn with different kinds of lines. He was an artist. I used to draw a lot back then. I stopped, though, when I started playing music. I just started playing instruments. But we had a whole thing, and it's called Dark Red Skies was the name of the book. And it was literally about how to read this language and stuff that we wrote when we were like 16 or 15. So that is so awesome, super relatable for me to know that.
Yeah, and I want to give credit to, there's this artist, Dresden 7, and he created this language. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, so and it's so cool because like all the symbols he came up with really kind of went along with like all the artwork I had and our previous artwork. So everything just kind of works together, and we've been using it ever since. And we have T-shirts like that spells out stuff, and like.
Do you have a T-shirt to show?
Yeah. Wait.
I dropped my keyboard. That is awesome.
That's so dope. So a lot of work went into this record. Like, I think some people tend to overlook things like that. Like, just how much work goes into all these things, like procuring merch, getting the artist, like even like the stuff we were talking about earlier with like the sound engineers and all that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of work, but it's I think music is such a great thing because it brings people together. And like for me, I think I'm addicted to creating stuff. I feel like that's my existence. I just need to create and share with the world. So it's really cool for me to meet other people and create with them and just see, because I think art really makes the world a special place. I think that's why aliens didn't kill us yet, because we have really beautiful art.
Love it.
Probably.
Yeah.
You're probably right. I'm bringing up your store here. Oh, sorry. I need to change the display screen. I didn't change that one yet. Now you're blowing up. I didn't set it up. But yeah, it's edgeofparadisestore.com. I should have set this up ahead of time. I apologize, guys. Let me see if I can do it real quick. Let's get it on here.
Get on there.
Just ignore the blown up picture. Sorry. There you go. There we go.
There you go.
We'll
Shrink it
fix
down a
it.
little.
We'll fix it. There. I knew I was gonna forget something. See, I forgot to do one thing by accident. I'll show you guys her the website. So does you guys do music and art full time, right?
Well, we try.
You try?
Yeah.
What else do you guys do? Do you guys do anything else like on the side or anything like that?
You mean like career-wise or just jobs? Or?
Yeah. Or is it music full time?
No, yeah, music full time, and it really takes up. That's why, like, even when people ask me if I have hobbies, like, yeah, I like hobbies, but it just takes so much time to really try, move the band forward.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. Like, I think we are very ambitious, so it takes a lot of time. Like, we filmed 4 music videos in the last 2 months. Like, that was a big undertaking. We're doing more, and just to keep everything going, it really takes every minute of every day.
Nice. Yeah, and that's what we're kind of going through too with this. Like, it's a very similar thing. It takes up a lot of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you guys do for like the video editing? Like, who films all that stuff, or like how do you guys decide all that stuff through?
Because the first one we saw was pretty elaborate. That must have taken some time.
Mm-hmm. I come up with the concepts usually, and then, for example, Digital Paradise and the Unknown. Scott Hansen, he's a really amazing filmmaker. Actually, his film Bad Candy, it's up in movie theaters right now, along with like all the big Marvel movies. So he's really amazing at making cinematic music videos, and he was perfect for us because he really was able to bring my vision to life with the budget we had. Some other videos, like My Method, My Madness, I edited that one myself. We just had someone film it. And then False Idols.
You did an awesome job.
Yeah, thank you. False Idols was filmed by Robin August and Isaiah Park. So, and then I edited that one as well. So we work with different people. Then like we're doing more videos, and it's just, we want to work with a lot of people. It's just whatever we can make happen. And we're also loyal. Like, once we work with people, we like to stick to them. If it works, so we kind of have our community of people we work with now. So we're pretty lucky. There's so many cool people to work with.
That is awesome. It sounds like you got some like really big players too, like to help you guys with all this. So here is their merch. I got set up. Sorry guys, I didn't have this set up ahead of time, but here it is. These shirts look awesome. So this is the stuff that you're releasing. It ships on September 10th. Oh, we're already to that time. So this is a bundle that people can get. They can pre-order this.
Yeah, so actually, the last week we've been shipping out all this stuff because everything you get from our merch store, it's all signed and personalized. So it takes a lot of time, making all those packages. But yeah, that was the bundle of the album. And then if you scroll down, you see...
Can people still get this? Can they still get that bundle, or...?
Yeah, people can still, yeah, the record just came out. It's just the first week of release.
Okay.
So.
Oh, there's the pyramid that you guys were showing, right, with the LED.
That's
Yeah. So that one's that. This one looks a little different from the one I had, but yeah, they're pretty much similar.
Yeah, that looks so cool.
That's the artwork I did for The Unknown, the third one.
Oh, nice. This is so cool. Your artwork is so awesome looking.
Thank you so much.
This is my favorite one. I'm probably gonna have to buy that. that looks awesome, guys.
Thank you.
nice.
And then Digital Paradise. What is this?
So that's like, I make these resin coasters. You know resin?
Yep.
Like, so it's kind of meant to be like a digital board with, that's the cover art for Digital Paradise.
Oh.
What it looks like.
Yeah, awesome.
So I'm still making one. It's in the process of being made, but these are like these resin
Oh, that's so
pieces.
cool.
Then I write lyrics on the back and personalize them.
That's
So
so cool.
you hand make all this merch. Like none of this is like coming from a secondary source. This is all of you. Just you're shipping it all out yourself.
A lot of it, yeah. I mean, except for the T-shirts and the CDs and that stuff. But
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay. So the
a lot
T-shirts
of it-
come from somewhere else then.
Yeah, I don't make the T-shirts.
I was like, holy crap! I'm like, I tried that. I did try that. I had some guy in Ohio make all of our shirts. I still have shirts left. I have like 3 crates out there, and until we did print on demand, and I was like, I still have the 3 crates from our last tour. I'm just like, I don't know. Now we're just like giving them away because I like don't want to, because it takes a lot of time when you sell the shirts, and then you gotta like package everything, but. So when you're saying that you're making all of this stuff, I was like, in my head, I was like, oh my gosh, she's sending out the shirts. She probably sends out all the shirts, the posters, and everything. I'm like, that's crazy.
It's a little, yeah.
It's still a lot, anyways, because I know those take time to do, like all the art and stuff. So do you like make them in batches or?
Some I did, like when we were recording, I knew I was gonna need some, so I made some. But a lot of the stuff is personalized, so I can't really make them in batches.
Oh.
So make them, and like the paintings kind of take a week or so. I'm always chasing time. Like that's the one thing. Time is my enemy because I wish I had more of it. I guess like everybody else.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's why, like, when you were saying you have a lot of people helping you out, that's really good because to me, it's like that. I think that's really important to get a team to back you up so you do have more time to do creative stuff. I don't know if you've ever been in this situation, which I'm sure you have, like, where, like, sometimes you spend so much time on all this marketing stuff. Or, like, for, like, the issue we're having is, like, we haven't had time to write music because we've been making YouTube videos. Like nonstop. And we started, well, for me, I don't know about Eric, I started getting depressed because I wasn't creating anymore. It was like I stopped writing music. I stopped doing covers. I stopped playing. And where I went from playing like 4 hours of guitar, playing drums, playing bass, mixing, and doing all that stuff to absolutely none of it. For like a whole year almost. We've only done this for about a year so far. Just nonstop YouTube. And it got insane, but we finally figured it out. We finally got a team to help us. We got an editor to help us with videos. So now it's just starting like right now. We're getting back into our covers and we're getting to writing again. So I was wondering, like, have you had that happen to you? Like a similar situation?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean because I feel the same way. Like when I'm not creating or I haven't written a song. Like even right now, I know the album just came out. But I haven't like written an actual song in quite a while.
Yeah.
So it makes me, I get kind of crazy when I'm not creating.
Anxious.
Yeah, and it makes me sad.
Yeah.
But and like these days when you're a musician, you have to be so much more than a musician. You have to know how to market your stuff. Like I do all our websites. Like you have to have the right imagery. So. That also takes up a lot of time, and it's not necessarily like the marketing and business end of things. It's my work. Like it's not my favorite part at all. Like I wish I didn't have to do any. Like
same.
yeah, like the business end of things, like I hate it. But we do have a lot of people involved now. So it took us a while to get to this point, and I'm really grateful we are at this point because we really paid our dues.
You put in your
So,
yeah, you put in your work. You put in the work. That's awesome.
yeah, really did. And yeah, but even though you have a different set of challenges because you have a big team of people. Now you feel responsible because you have to make sure you don't fail them. So
Yep.
now it's like you have the expectations, different level of expectations. The stakes are higher.
Yeah.
So, in a perfect world, I'd just be writing songs and like playing shows. So,
I've always said this. If I got a crap ton of money, I would just stop doing everything. Honestly, I stop doing everything, and I would just write music and put out music videos. That's all I would do. Like if I ever got to that point, I would just write music, put out music videos. I don't care. That's all I want to do. Do some tours, whatever. Like make enough money to just like go on tour the rest of my life, and just play music. I don't know. This sounds
Yeah.
crazy, but just to do that,
I feel the same way. Yeah, I think most of musicians feel that way. And it's funny is sometimes when people, because a lot of people have a lot of money or they inherit it or wherever they get it, maybe they don't have to work and then they don't have the motivation.
Yeah.
Like I understand that. I feel like if I had all the money in the world, I would like do so much with it because I would need to like create like insane things. But maybe that's a good thing because when you have to keep working, it kind of fuels the fire. So
That's true.
Makes
Yeah,
it
yeah,
that much more
absolutely.
worth it too when you work for it as opposed to just like having it done the easy way, just throwing money at it.
Yeah, because it feels good. Like, I'm sure you feel awesome, right? Like, you've been working at this for, 10 plus years? Like, not including the band, right? Not even including the band. You got to think about all the time you did your piano and did everything music, all the stuff that happened before the band, learning how to do art, learning how to play, and then as you get in a band, then you learn about marketing, and then you have to learn about all this stuff. Like, it does feel like a relief afterwards, and it does get easier. It's just the beginning is so tough. Like, it's so tough, And
yeah. But I guess it's like with any career, even if you pick to be a lawyer, you still have to start, you build your way out.
Yeah.
So.
With anything in life, even like the millionaires and billionaires out there, like those guys, like we didn't see the amount of work they had to put in.
True. That's why I get mad when people are like, "Oh, they blew up out of nowhere." I'm like, "No, they didn't blow up out of nowhere. Trust me. There's a lot of work that goes behind it. Even like those famous singers you see get famous. You guys, like I always tell everyone, no, you don't know how many probably vocal lessons they went through before they even did that, or what they had to do as a kid and all that stuff. Like it is a lot of backstory. But like when you're online, you just kind of see it happen in front of you, and you're just like, "Whoa, where did they come from?" So
yeah, that's overnight. That's very true.
Yeah. It just feels like that because it's instantaneous. Like you just see it.
But like social media and stuff, they only show the best parts, right? They don't show you the struggle. They don't show you any of the hardships that people have to go through that stuff. So that's where it comes from, because you only see like somebody just like go from like, hey, I'm a freaking rock star now, like, but they don't,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You don't know all the other stuff behind it. And Shell just said he bought a shirt from you guys right now. So thank you, Shell, for buying some Edge of Paradise merch. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, yep.
And so let's go back to this merch. You guys have so much. I'm jealous. I wish we had this much merch.
Gotta sign more.
It's awesome. It looks good. So this is the Universe collection.
Our last album. So that's all the older stuff. Okay. So that's actually the language it spells of Take Me to Forever, which is the Universe track.
So what is this? What does this mean, this symbol right here?
The symbol in the middle, it's U for Universe. And then the words spell Take Me to Forever. So those ones that go kind of vertical.
Awesome.
Nice. You guys got your Apple Pay, you know, you got all these ways to pay.
Oh, yeah. They made us get a store through Shopify. It's like the only way now. It took me forever to build this thing.
Oh, I got a Shopify and I gave up. I'm not gonna lie, I gave up. I was just like, I probably should try it again. Can I hire you to do? No, I was kidding. Oh.
If you push past that frustration or like, oh my God, I hate this thing, it kind of becomes really easy. So give it another chance. Once I figured it out, it was pretty easy.
I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like Twitch, because I'm telling you right now, when we started doing Twitch, this was a nightmare. Everything you see here, this took some time.
A long time.
A long time.
Like a year ago, we wouldn't even imagine.
Huh?
I still can't figure out TikTok. I mean, I just kind of put our videos, but like, I'm like, no.
Oh my God. It's crazy. I just love how you guys have all this set up. Oh, then you have the music videos on the site. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
This looks really good. All right. I'll check out Shopify. I'll check it out. I'll get it going. It sucks too. I had like free 2 weeks on it too. This is awesome. I'm definitely gonna get some merch. Which ones? How about this? Which ones are customizable? So everybody here watching and everybody on YouTube that's watching this, which ones are customizable? Because I'm sure there's gonna be some people that want some customized work.
So for example, like all the resin stuff, the pyramids, they're all personalized. Like I handmade them for each order.
Okay.
The artwork, like those are canvas prints, so you can get different sizes. So actually the original art I'm giving away this Sunday. We're having a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway of a guitar and the original artwork. But the canvases you can get like 8x12s or 16x20 or like the biggest.
How do I join the giveaway? How do I join that so I can get that guitar?
You guys, I'll enter you anyway, you know. But to join it, like people, when they pre-ordered our album, they got entered in the giveaway. So, but thanks for having me.
Right.
Yeah. And I'd love to send you guys a T-shirt, so it'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let's check out. We still have another song to check out, right? Do you have to go?
Yeah.
Do we have time, or are you on a time crunch?
I'm good. It's up to you guys.
Okay, awesome.
Right.
I forgot to even ask, because we'll talk for hours. It's already been an hour. We've had some interviews last 3 hours, so I have to ask just in case. I've had one interview where somebody was like, "Hey, man, we gotta wrap this up." I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I always forget to ask when we're supposed to end it or whatnot." All right, so I think this is the last song that we have on here, right?
Mm-hmm. False Idols. Yeah, that was the 4th single, and then the album came out. So this one is our kind of a heavier track.
Ooh,
We're ready.
Are we gonna mosh? Are we moshing to this one? Is this a mosh track? We'll see.
Let's see.
Have you seen our moshing videos? They get pretty crazy. Oh no, what happened here?
Whoa,
She disappeared. You're not. Hold on, let me fix this. No. All right, hold on.
I like your studio setup. That's cool.
Thank you.
Our really real studio.
It's our real studio.
Our real.
It's
real
real.
studio.
Don't listen to anyone. It's real. Okay. This is my dream studio. You won't believe it or not, we are in a trailer right now.
No, really?
Yeah, we're in a trailer. I always tell everyone, like, this is my. I actually lost my studio, unfortunately, due to the whole COVID and all that stuff. So, I was working out of the studio teaching lessons, and I was a sound engineer, and I mixed and mastered songs for people and wrote music. But when the whole thing happened, I actually lost the studio. So I literally moved my studio into this trailer that I'm in. So this is like all the green.
Well, so that's real. I thought you said that was fake for a second.
It is.
Oh my God, what?
This is his bedroom.
That is awesome. I love it.
Yep.
You guys got it up, man. Like,
Yeah, we'll get a real studio one day. So, I did have a studio. I did have a studio at one point. But, yeah, here's the dream studio, one day we'll have this like this $1 million studio over here.
You will. Yeah, man, this COVID thing really screwed a lot of things. Actually, around here, most of the music schools closed down. It's kind of really sad.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I have 3 students still. Like I teach just for extra money. To keep afloat and stuff like that. So I do everything. Like I mix people's music. I teach. I'll write guitar riffs for people. I'll do gigs if I can, but I haven't been able to do that. So I'll record drums for people, record guitar, bass, and all that stuff. And then I'll teach piano, guitar, bass, drums, all that stuff online. And that's what I do. I just take whatever music job I can get, and of course we do YouTube. So we do YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah.
I have a day job, sadly. One day.
One day.
Yeah,
one day. We're
full-time.
trying to free Eric before we get the studio. Once we free Eric from the job, then we go to do that.
Yeah, there you go.
But so here we go.
Let's get into this.
Oh, before we started though, tell us a little about this song. Anything we need to know? I forgot to ask you.
Yeah, it's called False Idols. It kind of plays so it explores like why throughout history people follow certain individuals, whether it's throughout history or even today. Like why do some people rise like through TikTok and people follow that? So it kind of explores that, and also explores like the ideals, like whether the ideals are something that you think are good or bad. So all the songs are left for interpretation. Like we do give hints, but I really just want to spark conversation and for people to think about these things.
So what do you think about TikTok?
I hate it. But don't tell anyone.
I hate it too. We tried it, and I was like, no, I can't do this. I'll stick to YouTube and Twitch. Those are my things I like to do.
It is addicting, though. It is. Like, you could just scroll on there for hours and see some weird stuff.
Eric likes it. See, I don't like
I'm not actively on it, but yeah.
You know what? And then like three hours later, I'm gonna catch him on the couch while I'm editing.
Watching
I'm
TikTok.
gonna be editing a video. I'll be like, Eric, what are you doing? Are you working on the next video? He's gonna be over there and go over there and film him on TikTok.
No.
Well, sometimes like I'm just like, oh my god, did someone actually do this? Like what? It's like crazy, but there's some stuff.
Say that again? Yeah. There's some people that do some amazing stuff, like editing wise, but then there's some stuff you're just like, what did I?
How did this get 20 million views?
Yeah. He just bashed his head against the wall. That's all he did. All right, let's do this. Oh, there's the pyramid.
Yeah, there's more pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
Love that riff.
I woke up in a simulation. How many years have passed? Two parallel dimensions. Only one is meant to last. I felt the depths of ruin in a world long ago.
first time I heard double kicks. That was the end, wasn't it? It kind of made me want more. Huh?
Earth.
Say again?
That's actually the beginning of our song "Leaving Earth."
Oh, okay. Is there a music video for that one?
Not yet. There
Not
will
yet.
be.
Oh! I was like, let's go on to that. I was like, that might be some mosh pit stuff going on in that one. I heard double kicks. That was really good though. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. I have a new favorite.
Thank you, guys.
That was awesome.
I'm definitely downloading your guys' record for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, we really appreciate that. So it means a lot to us. Thank you.
So,
like the set, like where'd you guys film that, or like what was the set already made, or did you guys have to build it yourselves? Like,
so it's actually the Egyptian part of it is actually an escape room in Los Angeles because we're kind of lucky out here because there's a lot of cool locations. Some are spendy, some are okay. But, the location is kind of the main thing of your budget, what takes a lot of the budget. So that was like a built out Egyptian tomb looking thing. And then the other location was like this kind of sci-fi space. So the idea behind it was like traveling through time. Falsettos are everywhere. So I wanted to kind of show the different times, future and the past.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then who comes up with these concepts? Is it like a group effort, or is it just like a back and forth between you and like the director?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like, I guess lately I came up with a concept because I was like, guys, we have to make another music video. They're like, chill out. We just made one. They're like, okay, I have this idea. Calling up the director. Okay, I scheduled it for Saturday. They're like, are you crazy? I'm like, okay, see you then. So,
yeah, that sounds like what I would do.
Yeah.
Music video for every song. Every song. It's a concept album, guys. We need visuals for everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you mean.
Help push the story, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm always like that. Like, just music video. Concept albums are awesome. Would you consider this a concept album? Is it a story that goes into it? Or is it kind of like a collection of stories that's towards one thing?
I guess it is a bit of a concept album. I think it's a continuation of our album universe. It's like we're continuing the journey through space, but now we're imagining all of these possible scenarios of the future. Because a lot of what the songs are about are very futuristic themes, and some of the songs like "Bound to the Rhythm," it's concept of time. But all of it is very relatable to what we feel on a daily basis, because that was really important to me, is to have these kind of futuristic ideas, just because that's what I really love. Mm-hmm. But I also wanted to make it very relatable and really show what I feel on a daily, very human basis. So it's kind of have like a bit of both worlds. Yeah. But yeah, in a way it is a bit of a concept album, but it's kind of like one of those movies like Interstellar or Inception, I want to make songs.
And does the name Edge of Paradise tie into the whole space theme, or is that just a completely different?
Well, where it started, we didn't really have the concept until our album Universe. I think that's when we really kind of started to find our sound and just ourselves as a band. Before we had like this circus vibe. Like we were really searching for a while, especially because Dave and I would come from such different backgrounds. Like he's a heavy metal guy. I'm like, I don't even know where I came from, like classical music, theater. Like, my dad is a scientist, so maybe that's where my interest in that comes from. But it took us a few years to really figure out how to write together and just, to develop our sound, just like with any band. But yeah, the name came from living in Los Angeles, because it's kind of like false paradise a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then, it's easy to fall off the edge and then you're screwed. So it's kind of drawn upon.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's an awesome concept.
Yep.
I was looking at your, everybody that's watching, make sure you subscribe to their YouTube channel. So what do you post on here? It looks like you have you're showing the vinyl on this video here.
Yeah, so I guess all the music videos are on our labels channel, but this one, like we tried to do behind the scenes, like there was a lot of touring videos on there, like when we were in Japan, in Europe. But those are, I'm showing the vinyl. Then one is I'm kind of telling the story about Digital Paradise and the meaning behind it. Then some trailers. Yeah, so those are Japan videos.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Or so we can make more content like this because it's really fun, It's like document all the crazy stuff we do.
This looks really cool looking. Where I'm not sure where you are in here.
Hey guys, day 3 in Japan, and we just
ocean.
went under the ocean.
Is it in the beginning? You went under the ocean?
No, it's over. I don't know what I was talking about. That thumbnail you saw, if you go back to like beginning of the video, that's we're inside a digital museum. It's a digital art museum. Yeah, if you scroll a little bit towards the middle, I think I should,
I see it. Oh, that looks so cool. Yeah, that thumbnail caught me.
Yeah, well, that's a museum in Japan where everything is digital. Just installation, live installation.
Oh my god, that looks so cool looking.
That's so trippy.
Yeah, it was really cool. I think they have something similar. Like, I think they have something in Texas now because it's like a traveling installation where.
Oh.
There's a place in Santa Fe, New Mexico, I believe. It's called Meow Wolf. It's kind of has like a similar concept to this.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really cool though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they had like all these different rooms, but that was pretty cool too.
Nice.
Oh damn, this is awesome. I really like this. I would go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they don't have any of this in El Paso though. All the cool stuff is in the east side of Texas. We're in the desert. In the lonely desert.
Even that like escape room that you were mentioning, like with the Egyptian stuff, like you don't have that here. Like an Egyptian themed one would be badass.
No escape rooms, no.
Oh, we have escape rooms, but they're not that cool themed.
Oh yeah, you did tell me about that. Yeah. Yep. That's true.
You guys have some cool caves in there.
But that's still not here though. That's still an hour drive away.
It's in Carlsbad.
Carlsbad. I think you're thinking of Carlsbad Caverns. That I've been there. That place is awesome. But that's quite a distance from here. Like in El Paso, I think the mountains is probably the coolest thing.
Yep.
You could do here is go up in the mountains.
It's growing though, so
It's growing.
we'll be there soon.
Yeah.
In like 10 years maybe.
I don't think so. Maybe. It'll just be more houses. More houses.
You also said you had some crazy stories you wanted to share. Like, what's one that pops out of your mind right now?
Well, I mean, through the years, I guess recently people asked like the craziest tour stories, like where we rented. So when we were touring on our own, the beginnings of like first few years of the band, we were touring in a van. And then one time, our bass player at the time, Nick, he got this RV for free, and we were.
How did he get an RV for free?
I know, right? But listen to this. Like it looked okay, but we never made it to the show because we got 5 blown out tires. The thing was just complete. Like the brakes got on fire, the radiator blew up. It was just. But, we have fair share stories like that. But I don't know. I guess any story is kind of crazy. Just going to Japan is crazy. Going to Europe is crazy. Just existing is kind of crazy.
Do you know Japanese? Any Japanese?
When I was there, I learned a few phrases.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot, sadly. But I think Japan is just such a really interesting culture because it's so different from anywhere else. They're very kind of in their own little world over there, a big world. Like, for example, it's really crazy to me. Like, you go in the subway and it's so packed with people, but you can hear like a pin drop because everybody speaks so quietly and everybody's so respectful, and like there's no trash anywhere. Like you drop a crumb, you clean it up because like you can't do that there. It's just completely different society, and it's really awesome to see when you experience something, different cultures and different people. Really makes you appreciate the world. Makes you want to go travel more.
Yeah.
And what were the crowds like over there? Like, were they like crazy? Were they like, talking to you guys after the shows and stuff? Or
like at the show, crowds at the show.
Yeah.
What's crazy is over there, they really respect musicians. Like a musician and a doctor, like, same respect. And like people, they are really appreciative for the music, and they're collectors, so they would buy everything. But they're so respectful. Like after you finish a song, like at first I thought they hated us because they really wait till the very last minute of the sound before they start clapping or cheering. So it's kind of was racking because they're so respectful. And but they also really like to party.
That's awesome.
Like they can like I don't drink much, but they like to drink too. I mean, select not everybody, I'm generalizing, but like they know how to have a good time. But it's also interesting to me how they really preserve the history and the culture, but yet they're so futuristic. Like their freeways are insane. Like they're futuristic society. But you go and you really see the history everywhere as well. So it's really cool.
It's in the music too. Like it's in the music too, like how they preserve the culture too. Like even the musical sounds, like where they bring in the older instruments and stuff like that. But then they have the modern sound too. You can hear it in the music, in my opinion, when we listen to it. What's the scariest story? How about the scariest, most frightening? Where you're like, I almost died. Story.
Or fan stalking stories too are always.
I just meant the scariest story. I don't know about fan stalking. Maybe that could be the scariest. That could be the scariest. But fan stalking you, but yeah.
I didn't really have like crazy scary stories like that, but this was years ago. We played in Colorado, and there was this woman, and she just she followed us to the hotel room, and we came out of the van in the hotel, and she came out of her car, and we saw her at the show, and we said hello, but we didn't expect her to be there, so she just came up to us, and we're all being nice, and then she just casually started walking to our room. So we were like, what is going on here? Like we're looking at the bass player, like, are you with this girl right now or something? And he was looking at me like,
are you with her? Are you with her? Right?
So we all thought that we invited her, but none of us did. So then I'm like, oh my God, she has a plan to kill us. Maybe she has people that are
oh man.
Followed us in the hotel room, and all the guys in the band are so nice. So she ended up sleeping in the hotel room with us, and I was awake the entire time because I was convinced she has people coming to kill us because it's so weird.
That is weird.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Yeah, your band's really nice, because I would have been like, hey, ma'am, I need you to leave, please. It's
No, we're about to, but then she started saying all these stories how, her husband killed himself, and, we didn't know if it was true or not, so we were kind of, worried about her, but we were, scared at the same time.
Man.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, but nothing ever like this happened again.
I can't believe you guys let her sleep with you guys in the hotel room, though. And then,
I was telling guys, I'm like, are you guys insane? They're like, she's just a girl. To do. I'm like, I don't know.
Slit your throat while you're sleeping? I don't know.
Dang.
Oh man! So what did you do? Were you on the bed, just the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't sleep at all.
What time was it when you guys did that?
It was what time? It was after the show. It was 1 a.m.
Oh man! See, I don't know if there's
That's
Whataburgers
sketchy.
out there, but that would have been a great moment to be like, "Hey guys, so we're gonna go eat some Whataburger right now. Let's head out." I would have been like immediately like, "I'm really hungry, guys. Let's leave." I would have never walked to the room because I was like, I'd be fearing my life.
Part was that at like 5 or 6 in the morning, like she was kind of talking to the bass player and he was like listening to her. And then like she just got up and left without saying anything. Like it was just really, really bizarre. But then she like thanked us that we let her stay. I don't know. Maybe she was like in crisis and it was good to let her stay. But I was like, she's gonna kill us.
That is, I mean, hey, that's a good story, I would say, at least. You know, it was weird, but at least it turned out all right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I'd be like thankful for, you know.
You guys are all alive, so plus.
Yeah, you guys are alive, so that's a plus. It's a plus.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be so trippy.
That's wild.
So, does any of the other members like do you start off all the songwriting? Like you personally start it all off and send them the songs and they write to it, or do they like start off the songs?
No, it's like Dave and I were kind of the main songwriters for now. Like because like we kind of drive the ship and we did have member changes a lot, so we are behind the songwriting. And sometimes I start them. Sometimes like Dave starts with a guitar riff and then it inspires like keyboard part or the vocal melody. So we go back and forth. Then our drummer Jamie, like we're so lucky to have him because he's very creative, but he doesn't overplay. And he like it was funny when he was recording this record. We had Neil, who's a drummer in 3 Days Grace. We had Joe Ricard, who was drummer for In Flames. We had Mike, who was our producer, and then Dave and I were all telling Jamie what to do. So I would have like a panic attack. But he really like pulled through and he recorded the songs great. So we're lucky to have him.
He plays with a lot of power. Like in the recordings, he has a lot of power. That's him, right? On those recordings? Yeah, like he has a lot of power to his playing.
Yeah, and he's a little guy, like he's a skinny guy, and he like hits those drums, and that's what we wanted. We wanted someone who has a lot of energy, who like smashes those things, you know.
It gave me Dave Grohl vibes. It gave me Dave Grohl vibes, like when Dave Grohl was in Nirvana, like the power behind his hits. That's what it reminded me of like they call it like the caveman style, but in a good way, like a lot of energy to the hits, like you know what I mean? Like that's what it reminded me of like that just really it drove the song. It wasn't just like that was like you know, like it was like some driving forces to it. So it was really cool.
Thank you. He'd be happy to hear that. I'll tell him you said that. He'd be excited.
Yeah, hopefully we can get them all on. And then we can ask them why they let some random person sleep in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Like, we heard a story. You know, Margarita's told us some things. You know, we have some concerns. We don't want you guys to die in the future. Oh, that's crazy, though. Do you have more artwork to show us?
Yeah. I'll show you the one I'm giving away on Sunday.
That's it.
So I think you kind of saw this one on the online shop, but this is the one for the title track.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Kind of plays upon that, you know, music video vibe where I'm in the desert and this is the triangle behind me and the clock. So
how do you get them to do the digital prints of it? Do you do that yourself, or you send it to a company that like scans it or something?
Yeah, so these are actually printed on canvas because I really wanted it to look like the painting. So there's a company, they specialize in printing artwork on canvases. They do a lot for galleries, but yeah, and I don't know. I don't know actually where they're based out of, but so far, like, I really like how it's turning out. Because like actually like these even better, like the original, because like I mean I don't know, I can't really say that. Like for example, the original painting of this has sand, like actual sand here, and then like this clock is like a piece of a metal clock, and it has like all these jewels. So they're all really 3-dimensional.
Oh.
And then I take pictures of it, like try to take really high quality photos of it. And then I kind of bring out certain things just because I want it to look a bit 3-dimensional as a print as well.
Oh, okay.
And need to print. Yeah.
That is
and
awesome.
Like it has like it's an actual canvas, so you can just hang it and frame it or however people want to do it. So.
That's so cool.
Yep.
That is awesome. All right. Well, I think. Is there anything you want to tell everyone today?
Anything you want to promote? Anything
you want to promote?
Shout out.
Thank you for having me. It was really, really fun to talk to you. I'm really excited for watching all your videos and can't wait for that baby metal one.
Yeah, for sure. We got to have you come on again so we can show you some Japanese music and stuff like that. Maybe that'd be cool. If you ever want to come on again and we could like show you some music too, would be cool. It'd be interesting to see your take on it.
Yeah, I'd love to. So it's really fun, and I like how music brings us together. Yeah. And everybody, please follow us on Spotify because that's Spotify takes over the world now.
Yeah,
so.
I know we never promote Spotify. I always forget Spotify. I don't know why I always forget about Spotify. I don't know why.
A lot of people have it.
I know a lot of people have it. I don't even use it. I don't use it. I'm literally on YouTube all the time. YouTube music, YouTube videos. Like that's all I do is YouTube.
Gotta buy your music, man.
Is that everything? Like, people, the industry kind of gauges by Spotify, like tours, like everything is like, oh, how many Spotify listeners or streams? It's like we're selling a lot of like physical stuff, then there's other streaming platforms, but everything is all about Spotify now.
Wow.
It's kind of like
true.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I guess we should
start pushing
Spotify then. I didn't even think about it. I literally just push YouTube. Like that's it. YouTube, Twitch, that's it. Because we get most of our plays through YouTube. So like I always forget about Spotify. I don't even have a Spotify. I think maybe I have an account. I don't know. I don't remember. But they have your guys' albums out right now, right? It came out like what, 2 days ago?
Yeah, it came out on Friday. It's called The Unknown. So really, really grateful. It's finally out there and people are responding well. So we're really excited about it and grateful and can't wait to get on tour. So that's what's happening.
All right, then. Well, we will talk to you all later. Thank you all for tuning in for this. And thank you all to the future people that are watching this on YouTube. We appreciate all you. Love you all. Thank you all for the support. And thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. And we will try to set up another day for you to come on so we can show you some Japanese music that we love. It'd be pretty cool listening to the music if you're down. Maybe get the other band members too involved. That'd be cool too. And so peace out.
Thank you, guys.
Bye. Bye, everyone.